Okay, so the chapter I've read in this book is actually something not of a loss this time, like for example loss of memory or loss of proprioception, etc. This time it's more of like something that's excessive, and this thing more specifically is Tourette syndrome. I believe some may be familiar with Tourette syndrome. I mean, I'm kind of familiar with it because like in one of my favorite books, the main character has Tourette syndrome. But moving past that, Tourette syndrome is a well as observed by Gilles de la Tourette. It's excessive nervous energy that a person has. Like it's usually expressed in like tics or bodily spasms, etc. Just an immediate surge of energy all of a sudden. And well for a time people thought that was rare because like not many people thought about it. And well they just thought that well this is just a myth from Tourette's colorful mind, and then it became as forgotten as the sleepy sickness that was feared in one time, which we'll thankfully never see again. But anyways, back to Tourette's. As people start to peek in a bit more about science, they rediscover Tourette's syndrome, and well, according to Sachs, he after a newspaper article on tics, he was met with the whole landslide of letters, but which he sent pretty much all of them to like his colleagues. But one, which was sent by a guy named Ray, he decided to see himself. And after seeing Ray, he actually noticed there are more people with Tourette's than anyone else has thought. But anyways, going on to Ray, and Ray was this 24-year-old stoic, serious man. He's normal except that since he was 4, he had some tics, both minor and serious, with occasionally the involuntary yelling of and pardon if I say this, pardon me,
No.
the involuntary phrases of fuck and shit.
Okay. Oh, he keeps saying
okay, and that's just involuntary. He didn't actually mean to say that, but this is occasional and all that. But here's the thing. He's also like a great weekend musician, like usually a good drummer for jazz music. But unfortunately, due to his Tourette's, due to his condition, he was fired from multiple jobs due to his tics, and so not from inconsistency. He was very smart and intelligent, and he passed high school and college. And he had a wife and kids, but his marriage and his job is both strained by these tics, and so he went to Dr. House. No, not House. Sachs. House is a completely different doctor and has no relation to neurology whatsoever.
I mean,
Continue.
Okay. No. Now, anyways, when Sachs saw him, he decided to talk to him about this drug called Haddle. Haddle. Okay, remember Parkinson's disease? There's a drug for it. That was pretty much like the answer for eliminating it. And I forgot what the name of it is, but the same thing can be said for Haddle, which is the answer for Tourette syndrome. And so he tested out Haddle on Ray, and it worked. and so he prescribed the every hour, every hour a day for Haddle, for Ray, and then once he came back, well, when Ray came back, he came back with a broken nose and a black eye, and came in with the opening remark of "so much for your fucking Haddle."
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately, Ray is a bit foul-mouthed. Okay, but moving on forward, apparently he can't really quite find his surge as he thought, and also just a little side note, people with Tourette syndrome like spinning things, and so there's spinning doors, and Ray usually like to go through them as fast as he can, but with Haddle he couldn't find a way to naturally stop it, and hence the broken nose and black eye. He didn't get in a fight though, thankfully. And he actually kind of described it as his Haddle self, which is just dull, boring, normal. And he can't really be that great of a musician that he usually was with Haddle. So eventually, with much consolement and thought, Sax decided to prescribe him for do them only for the weekdays. The weekends you don't have to do it. And he's usually called his non-Haddle self witty ticky Ray. Because he's usually fast and impulsive, and usually has creative improvisations, and which actually makes him very good at ping pong, and that's where my reading ends.